What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing okay during these crazy times we got going on right now. But I thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we have a pretty interesting video. I actually been working on this very special video for a few months now. And basically the premise behind this video was to get a bunch of fellow Nintendo YouTubers together, including myself, and make a video about our favorite things about Super Mario 3D All-Stars and our least favorite things about Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Before I get into the video, I just want to start off with a little announcement though. I will be streaming on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So every time I stream, I'm going to be streaming on here and Twitch at the same time. I know that I did the transition to Twitch and it's been pretty fun, but I just feel like I'm leaving a lot of my audience behind by completely abandoning YouTube besides just uploading a video every month or so. So I'm going to bring streams back onto the channel as well as also doing it on Twitch. So I thought this would be a cool idea. We're going to try it out. And yeah, also there was a lot of YouTubers that I also wanted to get in this video, but I couldn't. So if you're also a Nintendo YouTuber or you know somebody or anything like that that would want to be in a future collab video like this one, please let me know and let's get into it. So one thing I noticed that I really liked about the remake of Mario 64 in the Super Mario 3D All-Stars bundle is in this game, it's really a small detail, but I noticed it, and this is something I didn't see with emulators or any HD remakes of Mario 64, and all the icons are HD. Okay, if you emulate Mario 64 on the computer or anything like that, and you make it look HD, all the little icons, like where your lives show and the coins, look like garbage. You know what I mean? So the Super Mario 3D All-Stars remake really did justice to the details in this game, because that was something I noticed and I was very happy with in this game. People are talking about how the aspect ratio is 4:3 and not 16:9. I'm really not bothered by that because that's how the game was. Super Mario Sunshine deserves to be in widescreen because it's a more developed game. I feel like Mario 64 would just look like garbage in widescreen, and like, why change it, you know? I just thought that was a pointless detail a lot of people were mad about. Something else I liked is I like how they didn't really change the graphics too much in all the remakes. You know, they look relatively the same. Mario Galaxy looks freaking amazing, but that's how I'd expect it to look on an HD console. So I like how they didn't try to go too overboard, which they never really do. Like with the Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD remakes, and any really Nintendo remake that's a HD remake or a graphical remake, they never really go too overboard, which I like about Nintendo. And that's something I like because it still allows me to feel the feelings that I felt with the original games. Personally, with Nintendo games, I love playing them because they provide me with a lot of nostalgia. So when I play the remake versus the remake's so much better because it looks better and it's really basically the same game. They didn't try to change it too much, which I really like. Now, some things I dislike about the remake is, first off, I didn't really like the beginning menu. Like when you first open up the game and it greets you with that menu's kind of weird, bro. I don't like it. I don't like how I could play a song and it just starts playing a random songs. Like, why can't I just listen to one song? You know, it's just, I feel like it's a little weird. I don't really love the menu. And yeah, it's not really too much more to that, but I just don't like the menu. It just feels a little weird. I just felt like they could have done it better. And also, I don't really like how they just left the black bars on Mario 64. I don't mind it, but I feel like with something like this, they could have done it like the NES remix, how you could set your own border and stuff. I thought that was really dope. If they'd done something like that, it would have been sick. You could leave the black bars or you could change them. You could put whatever the hell you want, you know, that would be cool. But it felt a little lazy to me, you know, so I just felt like they could have done something about that. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to freaking go up their butt and complain about it. I really don't care. I still bought the game. I still like it. The people that really complain about it, I'm just like, why don't you just not buy the game? If you're really that upset about it, you could play the original. But can't please everybody, you know? But that's really all I wanted to say. I didn't want to speak too much because I wanted to let the other content creators talk. There's a few lengthy ones in here, so I thought I'd let them speak. And thank you for listening to what I had to say. Let's get into the other content creators.
What is up, my boys? It is your boy Talon the Creator, better known as Talon TC, and I'm back at it with a feature, and I'm in this GizzleGoo video. I don't know how this happened, but it's a crazy crossover. I know 2020 crazy, but yo, today I'm gonna be talking about what I like and dislike about this game right here, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. All right, let's start off with what I like. The first thing is how like we got this one game with 3 of the best Mario games to ever be created, and it's like my childhood captured in one game, bro. Like for me, my Mario game that I played all the time was Super Mario Sunshine, and the fact that I can finally play it on the Switch on the go is great, man. Like freaking love it. I don't have much of a connection to Super Mario Galaxy. I never played it, but now it's gonna be amazing because I hated the fact that I had to use motion controls on the Wii to play that game, and now it's nice that I can use like my Pro controller to play that game and just relax, or I can play it on the go. And Super Mario 64, obviously that's a fan favorite, a classic, and I played a little bit of it. I played the one on the Nintendo DS back in the day, but it wasn't crazy, didn't beat it. So I'm just happy I can go back and play all these games and just have an amazing time. What I don't like about it is the fact that they only made it like available up until like March. Like I don't understand the point of that. Like they should have just made it so that the physical was made up until March, but no, it's the physical and the digital, meaning like literally once March hits, you cannot get this game nowhere. So you know what I did, bro? I bought myself a copy, and I'm not opening this stuff. Like I'm gonna wait until like I'm 50 years old, like I'm wrinkly and stuff, and I'm gonna resell this for like 5,000. If you're not offering me at least 5,000 for this, it's not going to go well, bro. This is like a gem. This is gonna be a diamond, bro. But yeah, man, I'm just happy that we got this game. It's been like, well, the fans have been asking for something like this for a very, very long time, and I'm glad we finally got it. And oh, there's one more thing that I don't like. There's one last thing. On Super Mario 64, the aspect ratio was like, it was like I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when you play Super Mario 64, the game is like squished into the center of the screen, and I'm like, I don't really like that. I wish they could have like done like maybe an HD remaster. And like, yeah, I just wish all these games got like an HD remaster, like completely redone, so like the graphics are updated, because they kind of just copied and pasted it from the original consoles. But yeah, so I had to backtrack because I forgot to say that. But yeah, all in all, I think it's cool, and I'm grateful that Nintendo gave us this game, and I can't wait to go back and play all these games and have an amazing time. Holy shit, there's 175 total tracks in this game. Damn. Well, that's all I gotta say about this game. GizzleGoo, thanks for having me in this video, and it's been your boy Talon, the creator, better known as Talon TC, and I'll see you guys in the next video on live stream. Peace.
Yo, what's going on, guys and gals? It's me, JT, and I am here today to discuss some of the things that I like about Mario 3D All-Stars and some of the things that I dislike here. I would like to thank my good friend GizzleGoo for inviting me onto this, and you know, it's going to be a very good discussion. I hope a lot of other good content creators that are involved with this video are going to be talking about this, and I'd really like to hear their thoughts as well when this video officially releases. But without further ado, let's get into some of the good things that I like about the game first. So some of the good things that I like about Mario 3D All-Stars is that its selection of games is actually amazing. You know, I love playing Super Mario 64. I love the idea of putting Sunshine inside of the whole game packaging as well. And the inclusion of Super Mario Galaxy was by far another good inclusion there. This is a really good trilogy. These are 3 good games that a lot of Nintendo fans know about, but they're also 3 games that majority of the modern base have not played yet, and I think that that's something very special. I think that's something cool. I think they hit the right target audience and the right pinpoint of games in order to provide what would be a fresh and updated experience for the consumers in today's market. The next thing that I like about Mario 3D All-Stars is its inclusion of updated graphics and updated textures. I think it's very cool that we're not just getting some ports slapped onto the console and just thrown into a game package and resold to us for 60 to maybe even more bucks. So I'm glad to see that they're putting a little bit of effort into making the game look a little bit refreshed, maybe changing some glitches, maybe patching a bit of code, maybe adding new text lines. I think that that's something that's very very cool to see, especially when it comes from Nintendo, which is a company that's not too fond of re-releasing their older content. I know we've had things with the NES and the SNES in the past, but they aren't really that fond of pushing their old nostalgic games and re-updating them onto their current gen systems. Now, some of the bad things that I sort of wanted to discuss about Super Mario 3D All-Stars is there's this one specific nag that I have when it comes to the Mario 64 edition of this trilogy. Now, I know that this old aspect ratio has black bars in it and everything, but I was sort of hoping that Nintendo could go for a path where they created a game that maybe just allowed them to put a background instead of having that black bar. You know, I think when modern gamers see a black bar nowadays inside of a screen like that, it usually kills the experience. For some, it would bring back a lot of nostalgia. To those who played the original Super Mario 64, it definitely does for me, but at the time of living, I didn't really grow up in that old-fashioned world. I sort of grew up in the modern standpoint. So that's one of my biggest issues there. You know, I wish Nintendo could have done what they did when they had the NES and the SNES and maybe applied a background image instead of having it just black bars be there in the background. You know, give the player some immersive but customizable changes that allowed them to enjoy the game fully. And of course, they could have implied and put a widescreen mode in there as well. I understand that it could have been harder for development, but we've seen it done before. And the last thing I sort of wanted to talk about when it was a negative, and everybody's been talking about it as well, but I was sort of hoping that we could get Super Mario Galaxy 2 included in this package. You know, without Galaxy 2, I don't think I would have really fell in love with the Mario franchise. I think Galaxy 2 is, in my opinion, one of the best games that I've ever played when it comes to 3D Mario platforming games. Like, I enjoyed the Mario 3D Land series, especially when it was on the Wii U, especially when it was on the 3DS, but this experience in Super Mario Galaxy 2 was by far one of my favorite things to see. I really enjoyed the gameplay, I really enjoyed the aspects of just gravity and being in space and just exploring these vast different worlds inside of Super Mario Galaxy 2, so I was sort of hoping that they could make it a Mario Galaxy 1+2, but then again, it would probably take away from the aspect of it being a trilogy, so I can understand why they also left that out. So yeah, it sucks to see that, but unfortunately we didn't get that there. Again, I would like to thank GizzleGoo for inviting me out here to do this video. I hope to see myself alongside many other great content creators as well, and I hope that you are all enjoying this video as well. Thank you guys and gals for watching my part of the video, and peace out.
Hey guys, this is Green Ajax here, and I want to give my review for Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Now, I played all three of these games when I was a kid. I kind of grew up with all of them. I owned 64, one of my first systems. I rented Mario Sunshine enough times from Blockbuster when I was a small child to beat it, and I got Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii and beat that, so I kind of know these games inside and out. But yeah, a good menu, kinda. It's, you know, a little lackluster, but I mean, it gets the job done. The music in this game is amazing. I'm glad that we get to listen to that. Just like Smash Bros, you can listen to the music whenever you want, so that's pretty nice. Well, yeah, let's start with Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64. Well, yeah, I would definitely recommend you know, playing this game in some way or fashion if you get a chance. It was Mario's first 3D adventure, and it's a lot of fun. Now, this isn't the best version to play the game. I beat and completed the whole game again on Switch, but if you get it on 3DS or Wii U, you can play the game and be able to play some extra levels and play as different characters such as Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi. Now, that's pretty cool and all, but yeah, I wouldn't. If you want portability that has a big screen, I guess the Switch version is the best one. But having those extra levels really makes it an even better game. So I would recommend if you can choose, play the Wii version or the DS version. Now this game is really good because you have a lot of options. You can do different kinds of jumps, and depending on what kind of jumps you do, you can get to certain areas. And knowing Mario's full arsenal of attacks and jumps really opens up so many different places you can get into a level. That's why the game's actually fun, in my opinion. I mean, being able to pull off some amazing jumps once you learn all the mechanics of Mario it feels good, definitely. The one thing I don't like about this game is the camera is kind of annoying. I really don't like the camera. And you know, in all the Mario games, the camera isn't the best, but this one is definitely a worse camera, I would say. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this game if you've never played it before. But if you want some extra stuff, I would definitely get it for Wii U or DS. Now now we can talk about Sunshine, I guess. Now, Super Mario Sunshine is one of my favorite games, and they never released it anywhere else. Like, you know, DS. Super Mario 64 came out for DS, Wii U, and 64, of course. But they've never released Sunshine again, so this is the only way you can get it other than buying it for GameCube, I guess on eBay or something. And this game is beautiful. It's got some great colors. I love the kind of tie-dye toxic waste all around. But the one thing that I would say, this is not the best way to play the game, even though it looks better. Yeah, all the games look better, but in this version of the game, you're using Joy-Cons or a Pro Controller, which don't have analog triggers, so it's not the best experience. Having full control over everything you do in a Mario game is really important, I would say. You know, like how high you jump, and you know, using all your options, and taking away the option of how forceful you spray out water with FLUDD. It's not unplayable, but yeah, it's not perfect. So you see, when I press the R button, it shoots out water at full force, which goes about there. You can tap it a little to do a little bit of water, but it's not the same with the analog triggers that were given with the GameCube controller. So you can't really control how strong the water spray is. But this is a good game, definitely. Being able to use FLUDD to access new areas, and also with, you know, you have a whole new arsenal of tricks and moves, which are pretty cool. Now the thing about this game, I would say, is it's definitely harder than 64, and possibly I would say harder than Galaxy. This is the hardest 3D Mario game, I would say. Not that it's unplayable or too hard, but if you were good at 64, this will be challenging for you, and you'll like that. I wouldn't say this is, you know, a game that you should jump into, like, if you never played a 3D Mario game before, but you could. It might just take a little while to get used to the controls and know how to play it correctly. Now you have a few new moves to your arsenal. Definitely makes it more fun to spin jump. It makes you jump higher. You can shoot water while you're doing that. It's pretty cool. You have a lot of things to do in this game. Now yeah, if you need or want a Sunshine, I would say get this, but if you want the best experience playing it, I would get it for GameCube, mainly because of the analog triggers, but it's still playable, definitely, not a big deal at all. Now I want to talk about Galaxy for a second. Galaxy, yeah, having a portable Galaxy is really nice, you know, having it on Switch. If you've never played any of these three games, I would definitely recommend the bundle. Galaxy has some great physics. I would say it's like the best physics out of all three Mario games, especially because of how well they did with the, what is it called, the anti-gravity, or when you're jumping around planets, you can, like, you know, like, use momentum to fly around the planet, pretty much. That's pretty cool. And using the Joy-Con for a pointer to pick up star bits is really nice. Now I didn't get any 35-year anniversary merch for Super Mario, so I got this physically, thinking, oh, you know, I want to, you know, not really that I want to support them, but I wanted to get 35 anniversary merch for Mario, and I think it's pretty cool that you can get a physical copy and it's limited, and say, oh, I supported, the 35th anniversary of Mario, and I have a physical copy of this. I'm not saying that digital copies aren't good, but I just gotta say, it's a lot. You know, it's cool to have a piece of history in your hand, I would say, definitely. That's pretty much it. Galaxy is good. Of course, you can play these on an emulator and get the best picture quality, but if you want something physical, or if you want the actual, you know, play on actual hardware, and you never played these games before, I would definitely recommend the 3D All-Stars. So that's my review. I hope you guys liked it. Thanks to Gizzle for letting me give my 2 cents about it. Now, I'm gonna keep playing, try and get all the stars, or the shines, that is. So have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video, or well, if I'm ever around again.
Alright, so Giz asked me to do a video on what do I think about fucking Super Mario, the Super Mario 3D collection, the All-Star collection. What are my positives, what are the negatives? And honestly, real talk, people, I will start with the negative first because I genuinely think I'm lit, bro. I mean, I genuinely think this All-Star collection is really good. It's really amazing. I think, personally, for me, I felt like I was going back into my childhood, but there is some valid criticism for the All-Star collections because let's not lie to ourselves. It's obviously lazily made. Nintendo just shat this out. It's like gave it to us. They didn't really update too much about it. They could have added more stuff or made it more easier to play. Some games more easier to play, I believe. Super Mario 64, like, what was it, even a widescreen or whatever. Personally, for me, I don't give a shit about graphics. So if you don't give a shit about graphics, it's amazing. It's like, if you want every 3D Mario game, it's right there. People complain about $60. I mean, you listen, if you complain about the cash and how much money it costs to buy it, that's good on you. But don't buy the game, alright? If you generally believe that, don't buy the game. Personally, for me, I don't think I got ripped off because I play that game and I'm having a fucking blast, my man. I'm playing that shit. I'm like, ooh, this is my childhood, man. You know. So it's like, if you truly feel like it's a lazy port, don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to play the games, and you can go ahead and do that. Personally, for me, I enjoy it and I'm gonna play it, you know? I'm not gonna ignore the flaws of it and the critiques that Nintendo has, but I'd rather this be successful so they can start doing more collections, you know? Like, I want a Zelda collection, I want a Kirby collection again, because, you know, if you know me, I don't know if y'all know me, after Sakurai, after this, whatever, man, Kirby is my boy, that's my homie, that's my brother to another mother, you know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on the 3D Mario collection, but it's nice to revisit the past, you know, man? So it's like, if you never played 3D Mario, honestly, I say either wait for a sale, or buy the game. Like, buy the game right now. Buy it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think each game is so good, it's worth more than $60 in my opinion. But don't let Nintendo hear that because I don't want them high pricing their games. I want them to actually be cheaper. But it's too late because I bought it anyways. Hey, yo, I'm a consumer. What can I say?
Alright guys, so those were the creators' opinions on this game. Now, there was a lot more creators that I wanted to be in this video that I just couldn't get in, or they just didn't have the time, or whatever happened. But hopefully next time we make some sort of video like this, I can get those creators in here. But instead, I got some of your guys' opinions to read off from Discord and Twitter. So let's take a look. So from Discord, we only have like 3. It's pretty stupid, but I said, drop your opinions on Super Mario 3D All-Stars. What do you like and dislike about it? Video dropping next week. FWNet said no. Baba Booey said sex. And Husick said All-Stars is super dry. I don't know why he keeps saying this. I think it's a great game. I don't understand why there's so much hate on it, but, you know, people got their opinions, and that's why I asked for it, so good to know that Husick thinks it's super dry. I don't think it's the most moist game out there, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's pretty good. I just think they could have made it a little better. Let's look at Twitter. So I said on Twitter the same thing. Drop your opinions on Super Mario 3D All-Stars. What do you like and dislike about it? Husick said no pizzazz. Again, I kind of agree with you. I think it's just really lazily slapped together. They kind of just took 3 games and put them together. That was literally it. But I think it's a good game. Issa Play says, as a collection celebrating the 35th anniversary of gaming greatest icon, it does a terrible job. As a collection of good games, it gets the job done. Okay. I 100% agree with you. Swift says it's alright, not as much effort though. 6.5 out of 10. Delta Storm Z says it's just a good port of games. Meh ports of good games. Exactly, bro. That's what I think. The ports themselves are good. I think the games are great. The HD whatever is fine. Like they did the games good. I think they just could have added a lot more stuff. Like the NES remix, if you ever played that game, it literally feels like it's supposed to be like a mashup arcade game of all the NES games or whatever. It's insane and it's dope and it's customizable and it's awesome. Why couldn't they have done that for this? I don't know. But that's it for these opinions. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below and consider subscribing to me and the other creators that will be linked down in the description that helped make this video. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please stay safe out there during this COVID, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love.